Hey guys, how's it hanging? So today we're going to be doing a little bit of planning in this AmandaRachLee bullet journal. So if you don't know who Amanda is, she is a very popular bullet journal YouTuber. So if you're into that kind of thing, you definitely know who she is. But if you don't typically watch bullet journaling videos, you may not. But basically what she did was last year she put together this 2020 planner that's essentially a bullet journal drawn for you. So you don't have to be a wonderful artist. I mean, you don't have to be a wonderful artist to make your own bullet journal, but if you want the really like illustrated, themed out kind of journals, but you don't have necessarily the skill, which is very much the case for me, this is a really good option. Basically, I use this planner to like pre-plan or just like scribble in. This is an example of a week. Some weeks I use stickers, other weeks I don't. It just kind of depends. But I always like color in every month the doodles. So July is kind of like a lavender theme, which I love. This is the current week that I'm living in. It's currently Saturday. But I thought that we would do a little bit of planning for next week, just so you can see kind of what I do to set it up. So this is not only the planner that I, bring with me or did when, there were actually places to go, and like write everything down in, that sort of thing, but it's also the planner that I use to pre-plan. So when I am getting my memory spreads ready and now my recollections planner, I will reference this to figure out how I'm going to do my base, if there's anything I need to be putting down, that sort of thing. So to get started, I am going to color in the outside, and I pick colors and kind of get it all themed and everything at the very beginning of the month, and I just kind of keep those colors all throughout. It's really easy for me. So what I've been using is these two mild liners. I don't think these have like color names, but this is what they look like. I mean, they might just be in a language that I can't read. And then one of these Crayola Super Tips. So these are the colors I've been using, and these kind of being like really the main ones, and then this as kind of like an accent. And then I also used this Crayola Super Tips for the like leaves and stems and stuff. So I'm just gonna color. You may find this extremely boring or not useful, and that is totally fine. Obviously the coloring portion of this is not like something that serves function for me. It's just really pretty. So yeah, I like this planner a lot. I don't see myself continuing to use it next year, only because it is so structured and not super customizable. You do get one blank like dot grid page a month, and I had been using that for budgeting. I will be most likely using a different planner system for budgeting in the future, so let me know if you would love to see, or if you would like to see budgeting videos, because I would love to do them. But yeah, there's like habit trackers. There's like a full page of them, which is great if you have a ton of habits to track. There's only a few habits that I feel really like strongly about wanting to track, but because there's so many on the page, I feel the need to track enough to fill up the whole page. I'll show you what I'm talking about really quick in the blank month. So this is like your habit tracker page, which is awesome if you have 9 habits that you want to track. I kind of don't, and so I find myself putting some things in there where I don't really need to track it. And then this is your mood tracker. So this is kind of like the key. You could pick a color for each, a pattern, that sort of thing, and then you fill out the day based on what your mood was, which is super cute and I like it, but I literally only do it because it's in this planner. I never really like reference it. Like, if you're someone that's trying to find like patterns in your mental health or something, like that might be valuable. But for me, I do fill it out, like I said, because it's there, and then I never look at it again. So there's just some things in this planner. It's so pretty, and it's been really fun, and I will miss coloring every month because I don't really have any other excuses to do that. But I'm thinking at the beginning of 2021, once this planner has run out, I'm thinking of getting a mini horizontal happy planner, and that would be kind of like my pre-plan or like my everyday planner, the planner that I can scribble in and do whatever. I used one when I was in school. I believe it was for my last semester of or last year of college, and I really liked it for like my school assignments and things like that. Obviously, that was a little difficult to put in my vertical planner if I was already like memory planning and putting a bunch of stuff in there. So having that happy planner was really useful. And I think, you know, I've been super kind of interested in happy planners lately. I mostly just love the fact that you really can take out and put in pages so easily. They offer a lot of like inserts, but also, you know, you could always make inserts for yourself. And I already have the punch because once I finished that horizontal planner I used for school, I just threw away the insides because it was literally just like writing down school assignments, nothing super worth keeping. But I kept the cover and the discs, and I used it as a leftover sticker book. And so I actually probably have it around somewhere to show you. Here it is, yeah. So this was the cover that I had with the discs, super cute. Used to be a planner. I bought a punch, and some pages in here I literally just punched the page, especially sheets like this where there's not like one section in my organization that it goes with. And then others I just put in like an empty sticker sheet and like add my leftovers to it as I go. I'm still debating, you know, I may end up going with like the classic size happy planner. I did use the big happy planner for a while at work, and it just ended up being too big. I just didn't need that much space. Typically at work, I don't have like crazy long to-do lists. It's more that like each item on my to-do list takes quite a bit of time, and so I didn't find myself needing all that space. But you know, if you're someone that does have just a ton going on, or even if you just write really large, that one might be good for you.
Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die. All the years it would grow.
That's pretty much it for a lot of the coloring. Sometimes I'll go in and color in the dates. I think with the purple, it kind of blocks them out a little bit too much for me. So next, kind of what I do is I just reference my monthly page, look at everything that I have to do, and kind of fill it out here. I do often use this kind of like financial, what's it called, sticker book. It doesn't have like a specific name, but it's more of like a budgeting financial. I use this a lot, and there's other stickers that I put in here too. So I do like to use just a little bit of stickers in here sometimes. So let's start with the 13th. I know that I have something kind of big to write. So this will be the first day that I'm back in office working since probably about March. So that's pretty big. So I decided I'm going to use this. It's from that Once More with Love, Michael's sticker book, and I'm going to put that there just to have kind of a pretty way to mark that I'll be back in the office. So, oh my gosh, I just got like a big tickle in my throat and basically choked. But what I was trying to say is, I apologize if my handwriting or the coloring or anything isn't super neat. I am on the floor hunching under a camera, so that's why that is. So I will be back in the office this day, and then I tend to write my work meetings under writing the fact that I have work. I have 2 meetings that Monday. I have a 9:30 and I have a 10:30. So that's really it for Monday. Kind of boring, but you know. So Tuesday I'll be back working from home. Basically, we're all staggering our days in the office so that we can both, you know, keep the capacity down and social distance, because the setup we have, we're pretty close together. So if we kind of alternate the days, that helps us stay further away from each other. So meetings today, I just have a 10 o'clock, and obviously when I'm working from home, they're phone calls. I'm not going in for those. So the other thing on Tuesday is that's when Hulu gets taken out of my account. I do pay for Hulu, and so I mark quote unquote bills. I know it's not really a bill, you know, some people wouldn't consider that a bill, but any kind of regular payment I mark differently kind of every week. This week apparently I'm doing a little bit of highlighting and writing that down. Wednesday is tax day, so I might mark that with something in this book. Just have to figure out what. Make sure I didn't skip a page. This is so cute. Who knows what I'm gonna use that for, but it's adorable. What do I want to use? Maybe I'll use this. I'm kind of just sticking with the purples in this book because obviously they match. So let's put that down here. It's because I want to keep with the theme of having work marked first thing. So we'll just write in tax day. By the way, I'm using a Papermate Inkjoy gel pen, if you didn't recognize it already. It's the 0.7. I go back and forth between whether I like the 0.7 or the 0.5 better, but most of the time I just grab one and don't look, and it's a surprise when I start writing. So this day I'm back in the office. So we'll say work in office. And then meetings, I have an 11 and a, oh no, that 11 is just an FYI. So I have a 3 p.m. meeting. But I do have a psychiatry appointment at 8:30, which of course, you know, I've been scheduling these things when I'm home and, you know, not worrying about it, and then it just happens to fall on like the second day I'm gonna be in the office in a really long time. So, but you know, we roll with it. I am lucky that I have a very flexible team, and yeah, so it'll all work out. I'm actually gonna go into this book that I showed of all my leftovers and find just like a half box or something, just because I wasn't finding anything in that book that I felt like I wanted to use. Just use one of these. So I'm just gonna kind of put this here. I know I marked work first, and this is technically what I will be doing first thing, but like I said, I kind of wanted to keep with keeping all my stuff to the top. Thursday is another work from home day, so we'll write that. And no meetings on Thursday, but it is payday for me, so let's grab our Once More with Love book back. And there's some paydays there, some paydays there. And that's it. So I think I'm gonna go with this gold and kind of white one so that it matches. And it's kind of weird because it says payday, so I'm not gonna write payday next to it, but it's also just this little circle. So I don't know a non-awkward place to put this. Do it right there. I don't love it, but I guess I could have covered up the circle because context clues would tell me what day that was, but oh well. I have nothing to mark for Friday other than work, so Friday's another work from home day. For Thursday, I'm going to mark in Jenna's stream. Jenna of Planting Roses streams Animal Crossing on Thursdays. So I want to make sure I mark that. Ooh, maybe I'll use one of these bigger ones. This is coincidentally from her shop. So we'll just kind of put this down here because that'll probably be the last thing I do that day, because even though she usually starts at like 6, it normally goes to, you know, about my bedtime. Saturday, I have a listening party for the podcast that my friends make. For their patrons, they will, on Zoom, do like a pre-listen kind of thing, because it's actually coming out on iTunes next Thursday, but if you're a patron, you can listen to it on Saturday over Zoom. So I want to mark that. I don't know why, like, I rely on a financial plan, like, budget sticker book for, like, everything, but I do. My camera cut off, so. So that's at 4, so I'll put it somewhat what looks to be not quite the end of the day. So the podcast is called The Hidden People. So if you like audio dramas, meaning scripted acting podcasts, not just like chatty radio style shows, I'm just gonna put party. You might like this. So I'll link it down below if you want to listen. I did write for the first season, so the second episode of the whole show, season 1, I wrote, so you can always check that out. Shameless plug. And then Sunday is my friend's birthday. I'm gonna pull in these stickers from Planting Roses again. They are Animal Crossing themed. I can't believe Sunday is already the 19th. And then that morning is again one of Jenna's streams. So I think I'm gonna go with the smaller switch icons this time and use this purple one. Okay, last week for my notes section, I took just some washi and put it right under that header, and I thought that was really cute, so I'm gonna do that again this time with a different washi, but still like gold and purple. I will be honest with you, I have no idea where this washi is from.
Throw us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah. Call you up, how you been? Can we play and rewind?
Let's use this like bow checklist. Yeah, so this is how I pre-plan in my everyday planner. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.